Hi there, Instagram. I thought I would just pop on here just to tell you a little bit more about next week's challenge. So you've probably seen me talking about it on here this week. I'm running a challenge called Thrive Through Menopause. Next week, it's a 5-day Pilates-based challenge. So the reason I do these challenges, and I do them kind of once or twice a year, and I do them because it's a really good opportunity for you to find out a little bit about Pilates, whether or not it might be for you, and just experiment a little bit. So to give you a bit of detail about the challenge, first of all, we are going to be running from Monday to Friday. So it's the 20th till the 24th of September. I am going to be running a morning live session at 6:45 each day. So you can do that one if you want to. You can join me live. I'm expecting lots of you to be there with me at 6:45. I will be there, so I'd like you to be there too if you can. And I know mornings can be busy. I know it can be a bit of a juggle, but it's 20 minutes, 20, maybe 25 minutes. So I plan to kind of get some stuff done before that so that I've got that clear bit of time. I might even get the kids fed before that. That's a bit early, isn't it, for school? But I might try and see if I can get them fed. So that I've just got a clear block of time. My husband's decided next week is a good week to go cycling for a week. So he's off in Mallorca for a week. So I'm going solo. So I know it's a busy time, but I'm going to try and be there at 6:45. Well, I will be there, and I'd really love you to be there too. So really good part of this challenge is that kind of accountability, knowing someone's waiting for you, knowing that I'll be there and I'll be reading out your names and doing roll call and making sure that you are noted, that you've turned up. So if you can be there, then really do, because that accountability is going to be really useful for consistency. If you're worried that you might do the first 2 days and then fall off the wagon, then that accountability is going to be really useful for you. So 6:45 Monday to Friday next week. But I do know that time is not good for everybody. In fact, I had a message just this morning from somebody saying, I really promise I'm going to do it, but 6:45 just doesn't work. So that's absolutely fine. It will be available on Catch Up. So every day by 10 a.m, you will have an email into your inbox, but you also, when you sign up, will be given access, and you'll get these joining details on Sunday. You'll be given access to a hub. So all of the sessions will be saved in there as well. So you have access to it by 10 a.m. latest. It'll probably be earlier than that, but 10 a.m. latest. So you can catch up on the sessions. And like I say, they're 20 to 25 minutes. So they're really doable to squeeze in when you've put the dinner in the oven, or before you sit down to your desk, or in your lunch break. So if you can't do the 6:45, then a catch-up session is really, really doable. When you sign up, you will be sent a challenge checklist. So I do these because I think there's nothing more satisfying, possibly more satisfying than doing the actual session itself, than being able to tick off in a box when you can say, right, done that one, it's covered. So you can do that. You can print it off, put it somewhere you can see it, and then you can tick it off each day. And I think that's a really nice, again, another way of trying to keep you accountable. So that's happening next week. Why would you do this challenge? Now, it's first of all just a really good opportunity to try Pilates in a really structured way. I know that we often think, right, I'm going to try it, and you just get to YouTube, scroll through, and you can spend such a lot of time scrolling through that you end up losing the will. And you lose time, and then you don't do it the night before when you know you should have done. You should have organised it and you didn't. So this is a kind of play and go system. We're covering all of the bases: strength, mobility, core, full body toning, flexibility, balance. So this is going to be a really structured way for you to do some Pilates and really feel like getting an idea of if it's for you. You may have done Pilates a lot before, and that's absolutely fine. All of my members are going to be doing this challenge as well. So it's going to be a really good level for lots of you. It will be challenging in parts. It will be challenging for different reasons. We might not be feeling like we're getting a burning feeling in the muscles, but we might be moving in a range that's unusual for you, or you're pushing your body into a position, or not pushing, we're creeping the body into a position that maybe isn't something that you're used to doing. So that's the way that we're going to be challenging. Yes, there's going to be strength work, but there's also going to be a lot of control, a lot of precision, a lot of listening, So that might be one of the reasons why you'd like to try it, just as a way of seeing, is it for me? Maybe, let's have a go. Also the accountability factor, having that daily structure. I feel like that's really useful. In my membership Thrive, we have a calendar each day. So people literally just go to the day of the week, press play and go. And that really works for people because, again, it takes away that decision fatigue. It takes away the scrolling. And also it means, and one of my members said to me recently, it means that you do things that you don't love as well. So I feel like if I had my choice, I'd do abs all day long. It's my favourite. But I don't always love back extension, but I need it because I spend a lot of time at a desk. So these are the things that I will kind of challenge you on and push you out of your comfort zone perhaps. You might also be someone that does a lot of running, a lot of exercise, and you've been told you need Pilates as a balance. Now these sessions are 20 minutes, so it's a really good balance. They'd be perfect to finish off a workout or when you get home from a run. Great for that. Equally, if you do no exercise and you have no interest in exercise, but you know you need to be doing something, you should be doing something, these are going to be great for you too, because lots of my members are exactly in this camp. They know they should be doing something. They want to look after their bodies. They want to be the healthiest versions of themselves. They do lots of other stuff, but they perhaps don't tick this box. They don't tick the control, the awareness, the balance, the focus, the mobility, the pelvic floor. These are things that don't always get covered. So I suppose finally, this challenge is focused around some of the symptoms of menopause. Now, you don't have to be in the throes of menopause. Lots of people that do the challenge are 40 plus, kind of in perimenopause. So you're not necessarily going to be right in the thick of all the symptoms, but you might be noticing some changes. You might be noticing that your sleep isn't so great anymore, and actually that doing really high intensity HIIT exercise isn't so good for that anymore. You might be noticing that your energy levels are on the floor, or that you're tight and stressed and tense. So much of what we do in Pilates is about opening and lengthening and rotating, and very often I say, this is the stretch you didn't know you needed, because you get into a position and you're going, oh my God, this feels amazing. I need to do this every day. How can I save this? How can I remember? Because I'm going to take you into ranges and positions that are going to feel amazing, energizing. You're going to have that real boost of vitality. So if menopause is an issue for you, joint pain, back pain, shoulders and necks, these are things that I see all the time. These are reasons why you should be doing this challenge and trying it and seeing how it goes for you, seeing what you find, seeing what you notice. Pelvic floor. Pelvic floor is going to be something that we will be covering, not in a huge amount of detail, but we will be covering it. All of my sessions cover pelvic floor. We are always thinking about pelvic floor. So there isn't always going to be such a need, and obviously this is going to be different for everybody. The NHS guidelines around pelvic floor engagement and doing your squeezes and your exercises, there's always a case for doing that. But when you're doing regular daily Pilates for 20 minutes a day, you don't need quite so much of that because it will be incorporated into your movement. There's nothing sadder than a pelvic floor that doesn't respond to movement. We don't spend our lives lying around on mats doing deep breathing. So if you get up and jump or cough or run or laugh with your friends and you're leaking, that's a pelvic floor that needs some work, and we need to make sure we incorporate movement into that work to make sure it's really responsive. So pelvic floor will definitely be covered. Injuries, tightness, aches and pains, all going to be covered too. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the challenge. You can sign up via the link, the September challenge, link in my bio. And I really look forward to seeing you next week. I'll be on the mat at 6:45 on Monday. So I will see you there. Thanks, guys.